803. What up, Trap Dick? This is Carolina movie. Let's go. South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks. Estimate. Call the mafioso, hard time ENT. 803. Long left anti-stone. Male legacy live on. I'm a fly brother, I'm a G.O.D. and that's my word is bomb. Sam be mixing. Qualified, I'm lyrically gifted. From the M-E-T-R-O, we call it Metro where we hit them switches. And I ain't talking about a low ride. When they push them buttons, better stay inside. When you cross the state line. In the palmetto, they don't waste no time. I used to hustle at the Parkview Inn on North Main, pushing that game. Push up the game, cause it ain't the same. These niggas done made it lame. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm built to last all by myself. In the streets, I roam alone. Nah, I'm good, don't need your help. They ain't living by the street code. Ain't no respect, they disrespect. Salute to the ones that's holding their own. Standing their ground, chasing their check. All for the love of the music, I never abuse it, I never let it go. You're picking and choosing and moving, you need to improve it. But you're just too slow. Man, it's levels to this. Everybody can't speak. I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? And one more thing for all these newcomers. What's that? You ain't gotta put me in your rap list. I've been doing this, a real lyricist. Carter go harder than them, sound more better. Look at the way that I spit. Constantly dropping that heat for the ones that street. Hustling, trying to eat. Knocking and dropping them bars. Yeah, it's the God. I come in with peace. Y'all better step it up. SC made.
Hey.
Mafioso.
Alright, I just want to do a little, you know what I'm saying, little groundhog radio throwback, you know what I'm saying? I was just feeling in the mood, goddammit. But nevertheless, man, it's your boy J Chronicles and welcome to BLKTV. Real quick, some people already messaging me saying something about the live is not streaming on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I will try to click it or re-add the shit later. I don't know what's going on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we got to go ahead and get through this show. You know what I'm saying? So my apologies. We'll get it fixed. I'll make sure it get out there to YouTube. But I do know we're streaming on Facebook over there on the Brown Hard Radio official page. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. But once again, man, BLKTV. Make sure you follow me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Hit your boy up on that Cash App. For bookings, make sure you go to groundhard904@gmail.com if you would like to be a guest on the next episode of BLKTV. Damn, I'm all over the place because that YouTube shit just fucked me up, man. Y'all know it's another political corner episode, so I'm gonna be bringing up my brother Cobra Immortal in just a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to talk to everybody out there that's been supporting me. Thanks for the support, y'all showing so much love to the channel, man. We got almost 20,000 views on YouTube, so much appreciative. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep commenting, sharing, all that shit. You know, it's been a crazy few weeks. I know it's been a minute since I did the blog, but I told y'all I'm at a transition at the workplace. You know what I'm saying? I went to a new stove. I actually got to watch the stove pretty much be an open shell and build it to something like within a week. You know what I'm saying? So schedule being crazy. Give me about 2 weeks, y'all. And we should be back to normal for these last 2 episodes of BLKTV. I know I want to keep the time because like tonight, we normally do the show on Sundays. It's Thursday, you know what I'm saying? So I want to keep the time at 6:30. And the reason why I like my Sundays is because I know that's when most motherfuckers going to be home. You know what I'm saying? Everybody chilling good on a nice Sunday evening. But, you know, I'm looking at maybe Thursdays, maybe Tuesdays. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to crank out these last 2 episodes of BLKTV Season 2. But by the time we come back next season, I should have a better schedule. Because y'all know I don't even do shit like that. You know, when I tell you Sunday, that's what it is. But, you know, life is life and right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my apologies. We'll be back another episode for y'all. Shit. Speaking of being back, the food stamp back, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can have a good Thanksgiving and a merry motherfucking Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So we glad of that. Something came across my desk too, goddammit. But this is something these some allegations. So I ain't gonna go into all that, you know what I'm saying? And this locally ain't nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? This is about some shit. And one of these dollar stores down here said crackhead came in with some kerosene, was gonna blow you the fuck up. But we won't go there allegedly. But you know what, y'all? I ain't even motherfucker said. I say, damn, you still sell kerosene shit. Where y'all get kerosene from? The flea market? You know what I'm saying? So that shit was a trip to me, but we gonna move on. I know they like, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, I'm gonna bring up my boy Cobra Immortal for our final political corner for season 2 of BLKTV, man. You know, I gotta bring my brother in. We're gonna make this screen a little different. We got Cobra Immortal in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's poppin'? G, it's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay! Vroom! Brother Jit, Black Larry King, thank you for having me, my brother.
Hey, man, anytime. You know I love you. You're my Scorpio brother. I love when you come up and we have these deep conversations, you know what I'm saying, especially within the political world. So when you always agree to come up, I'm like, okay, man, I know we're going to be talking about some things tonight. So how you feeling, broski? What's been going on? Because I've been seeing you all over the internet. You're performing and all that good stuff, brother. What's really good? Because I see you out there working. What's going on with you?
Yeah, Black Larry King, you know, man, your boy CI. I'm focused and I'm locked in, man, and just staying busy, man, working on stuff as usual and just moving forward, my brother.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what it is, man. Make sure y'all follow my brother CI on all social media. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get his music. But broski, I say let's go ahead and dive right on to it. You know what I'm saying? The political corner. I know it's a few things, a few topics that you want to talk about tonight. I know you want to talk about those Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? The government shutdown is over with. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna add your little spice. You know, you got some more topics, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn the floor over to you, and I just want to know where we starting at, man, because it's interesting how shit coming out. But I could have sworn on a couple of episodes that we did a while back, you was already saying this. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny to see how this shit playing out. You know what I'm saying? So, broski, I'm gonna turn the table over to you.
Yeah, brother Jit. Okay, man. Again, Black Larry King, thank you for having me, man. So we're gonna go back a little bit, and we're gonna follow up where we was at a few weeks ago, brother Jit, during the No Kings protest, because that was the last time that we had spoke. So prior to that, the government was shut down, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history for 2 months. So the reason why they shut the government down is to cover up the release of the Epstein files. So within those 2 months, because Trump's name was mentioned over 1,000 times in those files. So when they shut the government down, his attorney general, Pam Bondi, as well as the FBI director, Kash Patel, it gave them some time to redact and to alter or change some of the files. And then, so they had the government shut down, they altered the files to get Trump's name out of there, leave everybody else's name in there, but take his name out. And then they magically reopened the government. Everybody was now they're getting their food stamps, because I know here in Missouri, people were running into those issues. And actually, when all that stuff was happening, I was going around to the local restaurants and working out, just trying to get them to see if we could work together to provide meals for people that are less fortunate,
That's
because
real.
people were having a tough time. So magically they got the government came back open, and one of the ladies that ran as a Democrat, her last name is Grijalva, and she ran for her father's seat in Arizona. Well, her father had passed away. So Representative Grijalva won her primary, and the House of Representatives, while the government was shut down, they wouldn't swear her in because she was the last 219 vote signature that they needed to release the Epstein file. Now, here we are where the Epstein files overwhelmingly passed through the Senate, passed through the House, and it went
Right.
to Donald Trump's desk. So he signed the Epstein files bill. And to me, the only reason why I think that he signed that bill is because his name has been totally 100% redacted. And that's why he signed the release of that bill. Or I thought the reason why that he wouldn't sign it or he would veto it is because his name is in there. But we have to remember, some people had wanted to know, how come they didn't release these files years ago? Well,
Right. Right.
the power structure don't do that. What they do is they wait for you to do something big, then they release all of your dirty laundry on you. Um, the infamous time when Trump announced that he was running for president when he was coming down the escalator. Uh, we didn't know anything about Jeffrey Epstein. We didn't know anything about Russia. We didn't know anything about what the Trump campaign was doing until he announced, after he was announced that he was going to run. So, despite of what Trump may say or tell the American people, Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were friends, and they've been friends for over 10 years. According to some of the Epstein survivors, um, some of the things that they described of what they saw and what happened to them, I truly believe it was, they described it to a T. There's been several incidences where there was a power struggle that was going on between Epstein and Trump over certain women that they each wanted. One of the ladies that committed suicide, her name is Virginia Giuffre. There's an autobiography out about her, and she kind of lays out a lot of credible evidence and situations that happened while she was in this sex trafficking situation. And the lady had passed away. She had committed suicide because she had been traumatized and tormented so much that it drove her to it basically drove her mad. Um, so then, so okay, so then in 2017, when Trump won the presidency, the Epstein situation came out just a little bit, but not as much as it is right now, because we have to remember Jeffrey Epstein went to jail while Trump was in office in 2017, and Jeffrey Epstein died while Trump was in office between 2018 2019. Um, there's this gentleman by the name of Brian Shapiro that I connected with. He has a podcast show called Pushing the Limits, and he knows uh, Mark Epstein, which is the brother of Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay.
And brother Brian had asked Mark, did he think that Trump had something to do with Epstein being killed? And he said yes. And then also to validate that, there was a gentleman that does the autopsies. Like he can kind of tell if a person either committed suicide or something was done to them. And he said, by the way that Epstein's neck, all the bones was broken in his neck, Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, and Trump had Jeffrey Epstein killed because
Wow.
he didn't want any of the dirt that came. Um, he didn't want any of the dirt to come out on Trump. But there was also an interesting story. Michael Wolff. There was a news reporter by the name of Michael Wolff, and somewhere down in West Palm Beach, Florida, Michael Wolff and Epstein were together, and Epstein said to Michael Wolff, "I want to show you something." So they went to this room, and there was a safe with these Polaroids in there, and 3 out of the 12 Polaroids that Michael Wolff had saw was Trump with uncertain age girls with bikini tops sitting on his lap. Um, and so why did Epstein keep those photos? Because he didn't trust Trump, because there was something that he kind of knew that Trump would throw him up under the bus. And Trump's name was mentioned over 1,000 times in the Epstein files. Also, you have Ghislaine Maxwell, the other co-conspirator with this sex trafficking ring with Jeffrey Epstein and Trump. Well, they moved her from Florida to Texas. And where they moved her at, basically it's a safe, secure location. She's out in the open. She's got special privileges and stuff. And I believe that eventually she'll probably get a pardon from him just to make
Oh,
it
you
go
know
away.
that? Yeah.
And I kind of feel like, Brother Jid, I kind of feel like whenever they passed this Epstein bill, or because it won unanimously in the House and in the Senate. But the only reason why I think that the rush to it to pass that is because it's kind of like to give a band-aid to America, like to make it
I
look
feel
like
that way. Yeah.
we're looking into it, but we just want to just get it over with and get it out of the way. Just move forward. And but what doesn't make any sense is when Pam Bondi said, "Oh, we have a list of names and it's on my desk and it's under for review." Okay, then they messed up. They got caught when they said that because they didn't they may or may not had a specific list of people, but as long as Trump's name was exonerated from that files, they were at first they wasn't going to talk about releasing it. Now all of a sudden they want to release it because his name has been either totally redacted or out of those files. But we have to remember that back in 2017, when special counsel Robert Mueller launched his investigation into the Trump campaign, a possible collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians, the attorney general at the time, Bill Barr, the attorney general, I guess there's some kind of law that they have that they can redact as much as the reports as they want to without showing the actual names of the people in there. But the game is now there's Democrats that have been implicated in these Epstein files. So let everybody else keep their name in there, but take his name out of it. So that's the reason why the Congress asked Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, did they give Trump a heads up, letting him know that he was in those files, which I believe they did.
Of
And so
course.
now they want to release it because his name's not in there. So now we come to find out more information that Russia also was participating in these sex trafficking rings between the Trump campaign as well as Jeffrey Epstein. Because we have to remember that Donald Trump, dad, Fred Trump, left Trump $435 million. He squandered that money off because the New York banks wouldn't loan him any money because either he shafted paying the people back or he filed bankruptcy, not because he couldn't pay the debts back, because he didn't want to pay the people back. So the New York banks were like, no, we're not giving you any money. So where did he get the money from? Russia gave him the money. And there's been some ties between Russia, Epstein, and Trump, probably since like the mid 2000s or probably. But to answer everybody's question, how come they didn't release the files under Obama and the Biden and the first Trump administration? Because when you're about to move up, position yourself into going something bigger, then that's when they bring out your dirty laundry. It's kind of like when Peyton Manning, the quarterback for the Denver Broncos, after he won the Super Bowl that year, some lady came out and allegedly said that I think he did something that was inappropriate to her. And so what did he do? He retired. He hurried up and retired. So we see a pattern of these things happening, but I believe that this is the biggest cover up in American history, because if you think about it, you have a 34-time count convicted felon, an adjudicated child molester, as the president of the United States, and they closed the government down to buy them time to get his name out of the Epstein files. Then they opened the government back up. Also, the Democrats did have um, a good turnout far as voters on November the 4th, because New York City mayor.
Well, I see the Dems winning a lot lately. Like, what's really going on with that? You kind of moved me forward too, and not to interrupt you, see, because I do want to get on to the next. I want you to wrap up, but we got a couple more topics that we want to talk about. But I just want to throw this out there real quick. I'm at a place right now. I don't trust neither fucking party. I feel like everybody crooked. You understand what I'm saying? So before we get on to the, because I want to know from you how you feel like, why did the government open back up? You know what I'm saying? You kind of explained it, but I want to go a little deep. You know what I'm saying? And something that I also wanted you to clarify for me when you was talking about Trump wants to execute Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of questions on that. So I know that was a lot. I'm going to let you get back to it to wrap that part up, because we got about maybe 15 minutes left. But I just want to let you know, brother, I don't trust either. Now one of them, you understand? Either side, you know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead, you got the floor, brother.
But brother Jid, I mean, you're not alone in how you feel, man. I would have to say that 1 out of 4 Americans probably feel the same way as you do. It's like you kind of feel like they're both playing on the same team, you know what I'm saying? And they're good at like telling you one thing, doing one thing, but saying another. It's almost kind of like smiling in your face, but crossing their fingers behind their back. You know, it's the same type thing. But to be honest with you, brother Jid, I mean, this whole Epstein thing, I mean, it's going to go on for some years. I mean, it's going to plague his whole presidency. And to be quite frankly, brother, I don't think that we'll see the full release of the Epstein file, because
no resolution to it. No resolution.
It's not enough to remove him from office. The Republicans, they are fully in control. They can invoke the 25th Amendment right now, not just due to the Epstein files and the overwhelming evidence that's there, but his fitness, his cognitiveness, his fitness to serve, is his health is a big issue, because he's got cankles. His ankles are swollen so big they're sticking out the side of his shoes. You look at the bruises on his hands, you know, and people think, this one doctor said that he gives him probably 8 to 9 months to live, because he's in that bad of shape. And every 14, about 28 days, you don't see Trump in the public eye. Why? Because they're taking him and they're draining a lot of fluid off of his organs and off of his body, off of his heart, because he also have kidney failure too. He has congestive heart failure. Okay. And everybody in the White House is trying to downplay his health, but this dude's in pretty bad shape. I mean, all you got to do is look at him. And then if you think about it, probably about a week or so ago, the CEO of Ozempic was at the White House. Dr. Oz was there. RFK Jr. was there, and Trump was sitting in the desk. You notice he's sitting down a lot lately, and the CEO from Ozempic started having a health issue. Like, the dude collapsed. So the guy in the White House, all he did was stand up, look over at the guy. The man has his feet up in the air, right? He was having some serious issues. And the dude that was sitting in the desk, Trump, he got up, looked at the gentleman, and then he looked straight ahead. Like, there's times where cognitively he's not there. He's already a person that he's nasty, he's dirty, he's crooked. His personality, he shouldn't even be the president. But also, he doesn't have no sympathy or no empathy for nobody neither. But cognitively, brother Jit, he's not fit and he's not able to run for office. And I believe that we won't see the total transparency of these Epstein files, because all of a sudden he signs it into law for them to release it, and they have 30 days to respond back to that bill. But to be honest, it's not enough to remove him from office. I believe that it could be a distraction, it could be a diversion from some other things that they want to do, but I don't believe that we'll see the full transcripts of these files. And also, too, Melania Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, they had a relationship at one point in time, you know. But all of these women that were trafficked were either from Russia or Belarus. They trafficked them from overseas to over here. Jeffrey Epstein's had private jets where they got the flight logs showing that Trump was on these flights. Even Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, said that him and Trump, meaning Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, his brother, were real tight with each other. And some of the stuff that the women had said, that I think one lady had said that it was a girl that Trump wanted, but he found out that Jeffrey Epstein got her first. And they said that the lady said that he came in with his fist balled up, like he was that angry. So there was a couple of women that they were fighting over, but it's kind of weird because Trump is married to Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, Trump is married to Melania Trump, but Melania Trump used to mess around with Epstein. It's just a really weird
a damn
situation.
soap opera. Yeah.
But everybody that you see in the past and previous Trump administrations, they had some ties with Epstein along the way.
I feel you. Okay. All right. So, good brother, we got about 10 minutes left on the clock. I'm gonna go to this because you kind of hit every point that I wanted to talk about tonight. But I know that you mentioned Trump wants to execute Democrats. Could you clarify that a little bit more? And what you mean, CI, when you say like execute, like get rid of them? Like, what's up?
Yeah, brother Jit. So on October the 4th, the same day that the government shut down, Secretary of Defense, they changed it to Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, organized a meeting in Quantico, Virginia, to get all the top military people from around the world. And when he summoned them there, basically, he's trying to get the military to defect from the government to use deadly force against the American people, which i.e. is the Democrats. Because we notice one thing, brother Jit, this is the first time in history that we've talked about this before, that autocracy, dictatorship, and authoritarianism is knocking on our doors, right? So they had a similar meeting in 1933. The SS Nazi stormtroopers under Hitler organized a meeting, a summit, and basically saying that they're going to restructure the Nazi army and to get the Nazi troops to pledge their quote unquote allegiance to Adolf Hitler, meaning to use deadly force against their political adversaries. So they did the same thing. Pete Hegseth and Trump wants the military to use deadly force against the American people, i.e. the Democrats, because the Democrats, just this past year, the Democrats, there was Melissa Hortman and her husband somewhere in Virginia. She was a lawmaker. Her husband was a lawmaker. They were shot by a pro-MAGA Republican supporter. They shot them at their home, killed them. They were arresting Democrats with they wasn't allowing Democrats to show up to these town hall meetings because the Democrats wanted to be briefed on what happened with ICE and all of that. So he wants to get rid of the whole Democratic Party anyway. He wants to figure out a way to eliminate the Democratic Party. The only thing that is standing in their way is the fact that in 1960, President Kennedy kind of talked about where we're at today as far as like there's going to be someone along the way that's going to try to get the military to defect from the government. We saw that on January 6th. when they went into the Capitol on January 6th. We saw that. That was like the beginning of what they're wanting to do now. But they want the military to use deadly force against the American people. And then once they, if they can succeed to get the Democrats out of the way, then they're coming after us, black people. They kind of are doing that now, but some of their plans of the things that they wanted to do kind of got derailed a little bit because the people are fighting back. Whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in New York, whether it's in LA, people are fighting back against ICE. They're fighting back against these federal troops. But the danger of it is we never had anybody in the history of the country, most definitely the presidency, encourage or urge the military to use deadly force against the American people, i.e. the Democrats. They want to get rid of the Democratic Party altogether so there can only be one party.
One party.
They can do that.
I believe that.
And figure out a way to get rid of the voting, because the voting is the thing that's standing in their way. You know, so if they can figure out a way to get rid of the voting and get the military to defect from the government, they will pretty much have us under full authoritarianism. But our troops aren't gonna go for that. I don't see them obeying those rules. And I was right before we did the show, I was looking on something on social media where the Democrats are now possibly calling for the 25th Amendment to remove him from office, because he came out today and said, yes, execute and destroy the Democratic Party in a roundabout way. So he wants to get rid of them. He wants to kill the Democrats altogether and only have one political party, which is MAGA.
There it is. All right, man. I mean, I feel like we discussed a lot. You know what I'm saying, Cobra? I want to know, do you got any, as we wrap up the segment, you know, any last words or personal views you want to throw out there towards the political corner, man? But again, I always enjoy this because I feel like you take us to school with this politics shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand 10 toes down, black folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my people. We need to be really knowing what's going on in this government and who the fuck we got running our country. You understand what I'm saying? We pretty much got a good idea of what kind of dumbass we got running the country. You understand what I'm but my brother here to break it down for you. You understand what I'm saying? And to tell you what you need to know. And real quick, Cole, before you wrap it up, I just want to say to my folks out there, I don't know what happened to the YouTube stream. So what I'll do once we end this live, because like I said, we streaming on Facebook. I'll just re-add this live to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want y'all to tune in live, but you know, this video will be uploaded to YouTube, you know, the minute we get off the air. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can catch this episode. But Cole, go ahead and wrap the segment up, brother, and then you know you can do your shout outs. We wrap it up. I want to play your music and we roll the hell up out of here for BLKTV. You know what I'm saying? And I might come back with y'all because I don't like that shit with that YouTube shit. So I might do a little something. I get off of work early Sunday, so I might just do a just because motherfucking video on YouTube. Drop the link. Y'all come up if you want to, and we'll talk about some shit because it is some other shit going on that I want to talk about too. But Cole, go ahead and wrap the seg, broski, and get your plugs out there. And thank you for coming through the show.
Yes, sir, my brother. Yeah, man. All I gotta say is America, it's time to fight back. It's time to end this racism. We must figure out a way to eradicate white supremacy. We must figure out a way to strengthen our alliances with each other because we are at a dark, dark time in American history where democracy is hanging on by a thread. Voting rights is voting rights is on a thread. AI technology is a big deal for everybody. This economy is really still messed up.
You
have
no, not even trying to be funny. Yeah, it fucked up. That's what it is.
You have, you know, the 2% that owns more than the 98%, and they're getting richer. People's health care is going to go up $60,000 to $70,000 extra a year, because that was the whole thing with the government shut down anyway. The Dems basically said, we want to work with you, but we just want to make sure that people get their food stamps and people can still keep their health care insurance without them either losing it or raising the premiums. There's people that were paying $400, $300 for their premiums. Now it's like $1,200, $1,400, $1,600.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why that the Dems didn't want the government to shut down. But I say we also need to end political violence too, man. I mean, this discourse of where we're at, we're playing right into the enemy's hands, man. But yeah, man, it's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay, vroom. Yo, you can find me on Instagram at Cobra Immortal, X, formerly known as Twitter at Cobra Immortal, Facebook.com/The Real Cobra Immortal. That is the official music Facebook fan page of CI. Also, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a little bell icon right there. It's Cobra Immortal CI right there. Also, pick up your album right now, critically acclaimed.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Front and back right there, critically acclaimed. $10 for the shipping and handling.
Congratulations.
Man. Thank you, my brother. Be on the lookout for new music, new everything from your boy Cobra Immortal. Salute to everybody, Black Larry King TV, Grindhard Radio family. I see y'all out there doing your thing. All my people in Chicago, New York, LA, St. Louis, Crystal City, Florida, Miami, Texas, Vegas, wherever you at in the world, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your faith in God and keep moving forward, my brother. So we about to get on up out of here. So let's go.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. Boom. Let's do it, man. BLKTV, man. Make sure you continue to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, bookings, grindhard904@gmail.com if you'd like to be a guest on BLKTV. We're going to make sure we get this episode out to YouTube in the YouTube streets ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can catch the magic and keep it locked to BLKTV. More announcements coming soon through social media and all that good stuff. CI, go ahead and introduce that I'm So G, you know what I'm saying, for the 2025. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead and get on up out of here, man.
Okay, yeah, brother Jen. Also, I wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday too, my brother.
Hey, same, likewise. Yeah. I turned up too.
That night, bro, I turned up, bro. I put a couple of blizzies in the air. I had me a couple drinks. You know,
man.
I was locked in. But yeah, man, it's your boy CI. Hey, vroom. Yo, that I'm So G. You're gonna hear it first, live and exclusive on Black Larry King TV. The I'm So G is the Drake Iceman disc. So make sure you check it out. It'll be on my album next year, Black Raven Part 2, The Art of Warfare, by yours truly, Cobra Immortal. Yay!
Let's get it.
Boom! Shout out to C. Roos. Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. BLKTV. Let's talk about it.
Dare you disrespect Pop, nigga? How dare you disrespect Death Row, nigga? Yeah!
I'm So G. Yeah, nigga, I'll always win, never take a loss. I'm So G. Yeah, dog, I always hustle, I always boss. I'm So G. Yeah, niggas, y'all niggas punks, y'all niggas lame. I'm So G. Yeah, you niggas are hoes, y'all don't know the game. I'm So G. For this cold bites, nigga, us like the Iceman. When I unload the clip, down just where it stands. OVO, Pinocchio, sassy niggas that even follow throws. Kendrick came at you first, you a hoe. Here come CI with the snub nose. You gonna respect me, niggas like I'm Aretha. Use a little boy, I'm a teacher. Nigga got semen on his face. Put the barrel up in his mouth. Pistol whip him with the mace. Then the owls coming out. Old fat ass bitch, nigga. Yeah, you know that I'm talking about. Do drive-by to Toronto. Put up lights in Canada. I don't give a fuck what you say. Boy, you only get standing up. Cobra Mortar gonna die soon when I put this bullet up in your womb. Fuck around with me, nigga. There goes, gonna see you do. I'm So G. Yeah, nigga, I'll always win, never take a loss. I'm So G. Yeah, dog, I always hustle, I always boss. I'm So G. Yeah, niggas, y'all niggas punks, y'all niggas lame. I'm So G. Yeah, you niggas are hoes, y'all don't know the game. I'm So G.